the way to practice is like this. First, let's walk through the whole day, and from morning till you sleep in the night. Total hours 18, balance hours 6. 6 hours to sleep. Okay. In these 18 hours includes bathing, going to washrooms, changing dress, everything. That doesn't mean that it's sitting, okay, or becoming a couch potato or a cushion kind of thing. So you need to know that this practice is 18 hours. It's not about breath watching. I'm talking about the Dhamma practice is 18 hours. So, considering that, the first portion, Sila, is already done. So I don't think so we need to go back again, because the next portions, what we are talking about is after Sotapanna. So the Sila, Buddha Dhamma Sangha is Sotapanna, done. You are not going to break any precept. So there's no point in again and again establishing a precept. Okay. Supposing I'm not a Sotapanna, and even I don't want to know I'm a Sotapanna or whatever it is, then it is a danger. Some people come with argument that I don't have to know. Okay, you don't have to know, don't know. But you can't go further also. You try. It's up to that person whether they want to know it, they don't want to know it, because everybody has their own viewpoints to it. So fair. Their own viewpoints is their own viewpoints. Because Sila is integral to Dhamma. So you don't have to necessarily fix Sila. If you're fixing Sila, means there's something wrong. So at Sotapanna, Sila is done. At Anagami, Samadhi is done. At Arhat, Panya is done. So there's nothing more to be done. Because Asava Kaya Jnana is Panya. So that's it. There ends the show, the movie. Okay. So now what we are talking is after Sila. That is 5 Silas, 8 Sila is the starting point. But you have to do 10 immoral deeds removal. Out of which many are there in this Sila only. So if you have done that, and half of them is taken care, or more than half is taken care. Assuming the fact like this, if you're taking 8 Silas, which includes not the 8 Sila of Uposatha, there's 8 Sila which includes speech and not taking liquor and all that, which is there in 5. So if you add, becomes 8. So if you've done that, then you don't have Musavada anyways been included. Visunavacha, Parusavacha, Sampapalapa, these 3 gets added. So you have taken care of speech, you have taken care of the body, and you've taken care of what should be taken care, except for the mind, which is Abhijja, Vyapada, Michchaditti. These 3 are missing. Okay. Please understand, in the 10 immoral deeds, the 3 are Kaya, 4 are Vachi, and the last 3 are Mano or Chitta. Okay. So what you're working is on Chitta, which includes two strong, like say hindrance also has the same thing. The 10 immoral deeds also have the same thing, that is Abhijja and Vyapada. Abhijja is seeking more than what we have, and Vyapada is ill will towards oneself and others. When it becomes towards oneself, it is violence. Towards others, it is ill will. Okay. Pada is steps. So you take wrong step, you step back, you go back. That's the reason it's called Vyapada. It's actually Vyapada, but Pāli has both Vya, Bhya, they both mean the same. Okay. Now when I start practicing, today, let's say today morning, 5 o'clock, I'm starting. So what should I start? I woken up. What should I start? This, I'm a Sotapanna. Okay. As I started Sotapanna, the first thing I'm going to do is Nivarana. That Anguttara Nikaya 9.40, if you've seen that, yesterday we took it. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Do I have Abhijja right now? Do I have Vyapada right now? Do I have Thinamida right now? Do I have Udacha Kukucha right now? Do I have Visikiccha right now? Not on Buddha Dhamma Sangha, that I don't have. But the Visikiccha is doubt on anything. It need not be related to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So if I were to share you that sutta and show you that, you should know what he's talking about. So let me share the screen. So you need to go word by word and understand what is there in that. Okay. So what he's saying is Vichikicham pahaya tinna visikiccho viharati akankathi kusalesu dhammesu visikicchaya chittam parisodesi. So I get doubt about kusala itself. What doubt do I get on kusala? There are 10 doubts I can get, which are part of Michchaditti. Natti dinam, natti itam, natti hutam, like that. So as soon as I get up, do I have any misconceptions like that? Why? Because in a family life, we go through many situations which show that people who are doing bad or who are bad in nature, they're doing very good. And people who are doing who are very good and kind, etc., they're suffering. One. Two, I might be coming from one religious system, but Buddha Dhamma is not religion at all. I might get a conflicting view. If I get conflicting view, it creates doubt. Okay. So basically, I need to know if I'm a Christian coming into Buddha Dhamma and I see rituals, but I'm not following any ritual, either as a Christian or as a Buddhist. Now I get a doubt whether I'm doing it right or wrong. Believe me, that's got nothing to do with my being a Sotapanna. So I don't have to worry about being Sotapanna or whatever. My worry is, or not worry, my doubt is, should I do like that or shouldn't I do like that? It's kusala. It's got nothing to do with whether I have to go there, don't have to go there, or whatever it is. Nothing. Okay? But I might get doubt. So I have to remove all kind of doubts. And 99% of the time, I'll get the last doubt, which is, in this period, are there any liberated beings at all? Why? Because nobody declares. One, let's say somebody declares that I have reached. Now the question comes, what's the proof? So again, a doubt. And number three, we have got used to so many different traditions, different things, different concept, different techniques, different this, different that. It's pretty hard, especially if I'm from one tradition, which I've done for close to 10 years, 15 years, or even 20 years, to not get associated with a tradition. So I get a doubt. The last one, that doubt. So I can have two doubts. One doubt. Technique A, Burmese. Technique B, Thai. Technique C, Sri Lankan. If you go to these three people, they will talk different things. That's sufficient for my doubt. Now, whom should I follow? And then, lay people, can they get liberated? This is another doubt. Can lay people become anagami? Another doubt. Can there be a sotapanna as lay? Yes, that's what everybody is wanting it. No questions there. Because we are doing everything to become a sotapanna. Because in my understanding from various traditions, becoming a sotapanna in this life itself is next to impossible. So if somebody is a sotapanna, great. But then how can I know all of this? So I say it's not possible. So I get self-doubt. It's not possible for me. And the doubt is other person wouldn't have done it. He's faking or he has got misunderstood or whatever it is. So this one is worse than having doubt on Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Even being a sotapanna. Because number one, I feel, because if I have to ask somebody, I go and ask a Bhante, am I sotapanna? Now I am at mercy of that Bhante or that Thero or that Ajan or whoever to give me a verdict. Yes, Vilas, you are a sotapanna. Now that I am going to relish it, want to, the relief of my suffering actually, if somebody says you are a sotapanna. But I don't realize either I am a sotapanna as per X person or a Y person has got nothing to do with my death moment. That person is not going to come at my death moment. So it is as useless as anything else that can be considered. So now my problem is the person whom I'm following, supposing, is he a sotapanna? Because Kalyanamitta. So now, how do I know? So this is just like going in a maze. So this is the problem. In today's problem. So what I understand from all of this is that there are no samana or brahmana who have seen through their own wisdom end of suffering. This was there before the Buddha. This was there during the Buddha time. This is there after Buddha. So this kind of issue is going to be there. Now, Buddha Dhamma is about self-reliance. Attahi attano nato. It's not going and doing something with someone and saying that, tell me where I reached. No, that's a wrong question. You should ask, what is that I require to do to reach? And that's Buddha has given. What is that you have to do to reach? He has given. So now the question comes, can I remove Michha Ditti? This 10. I think I should. If not, I might have given up the first 3, Kaya, the 4, Vachi, but still doesn't add up. So the doubt lingers. Clear? So after getting up, I had to remove the 5 hindrances. Can I do it in half an hour? Or should I sit on a sofa or on a bed or whatever? No, you have to observe the mind. You have to learn to observe the mind at present. Do I have anything which is holding on to me? Holding. Am I holding something? Okay. Let's say somebody, like, he sent an YouTube video just now about a Jhāna being in Bangalore. And he's talking in Thai, and there's a translator, and it's translating. Now, what do I get out of it? I don't think so. He's this, is one. I think he is another one. These are 2 things that creates doubt. So I shouldn't have any dogmas or any kind of preconceived notion about anyone, because that's going to affect me. I'm going to carry that thing, that doubt. One. Second doubt. We have not met any gods so far. But in the suttas, there are a lot of gods and other things. I think there's an insertion that Buddha never talked about gods or anything. And these jhana things are not required. And then I might question something or from there something. So all of this multiplication of doubts and creates akusala. That includes this loka, idhaloka, is this world, nati ithaloka, paraloka. These 2 things trouble everyone, this world and next world. Okay. So when especially paraloka, with Abhidhamma saying that the Chutipati Sandhi, immediately the person gets existence, that removed the need for having a paraloka. Because you are immediately born. There's no waiting. So if I'm coming from that tradition, because that is partially due to Visuddhimagga interpretation and partially due to their own misunderstandings, whatever the case may be, it has left such an impression on my mind that if somebody says there is paraloka, I reject. I might just agree for the sake of agreeing, okay. But truly, there's no paraloka. And that's akusala. Clear? Because I feel I have not seen it, it means it's not there. Then I ask my teacher, is there any paraloka? And he says, no, there's nothing like that. Okay, so my teacher says there's no paraloka, so it shouldn't be there. And then I refer to Abhidhamma, it says that at this Chutipati Sandhi moment, and it takes next life and continuity. So the bhavanga continues. So then what's the need for paraloka? There's no paraloka. Now these doubts are still visikiccha. You might not have anything on Buddha Dhamma Sangha per se, but Buddha includes all of this. So I have taken something of the Buddha and I've removed something out of the Buddha, which is itself incomplete. Like some teachers say, like a rice porridge. Somebody gives you a rice porridge. Some stones are there. You leave the stones aside and take the entire thing, and whichever is good. So he believes that that's what I should do. But in this 10 miccha ditti, you can't pick the one saying that this one has a stone, so I will keep it aside and I'll take the rest. There's nothing like that. And that's exactly what he's saying. Akankakati. Kanka means stone. Now you are making a decision that these things are like stone, I will keep it aside. The rice is good, the porridge is good, it's tasty, but some little bit stones are there, so I'll throw it out. So what are the stones you're going to throw it out? Which relates to the other world, obviously. And what else will you throw? Except for my tradition, everything else is false. Because some teacher might say, you can't add anything, you can't remove anything. Mine is the perfect thing. That teacher can't say that. A Buddha has to say it. That, and Buddha never says that. So now to remove this is part of Brahmajala. You have to go back, remove that winding, and come out of it. This is difficult in this age, in this world, in this present time. No, it was the same thing even earlier. So before Buddha, you had the same problem. During the Buddha, you had the same problem. And after the Buddha, you have the same problem. It's nothing to do with we have got modernized or we have got totally different. And now there are no Aryas, and there are no this, there are no that. So even if there was a Buddha, let's say, does that mean at that time when the Buddha was there, everybody became like that? No. There were people who rejected it. That can happen. So this is an important aspect. So cleansing the Nivarna is not less than 3-4 hours job on a daily basis. It's not taking a cushion and sitting, watching the breath. It's removing the hindrances which are hindering you from watching the breath. It's not the other way around. Oh, I wake up, wash my face, and now I sit like a statue. No. Remove the hindrance which is hindering something. The mind is agitated. Remove the agitation. The mind is undecided. So, what does he say here? I'll again share the screen for the benefit of everyone. He says, after lunch, what they're going to do? They come here and do this. So, is he doing anything of closing eyes and sitting there and contemplating on something? No, he's first removing these things. So, abhijjam loke pahaya vigata abhijjena chetasa viharati abhijjhaya chittam parisodeti. It's all about parishodha. Parisodhana means purifying. Okay, you see here, all of this have to be given up. And then you have to enter into these 4 jhanas mandatorily. Before you do anything in life, you should do this. And he's talking about all. Including the last. So, doubt number 1. Did Buddha teach jhanas? I don't know what he should teach other than showing it here. Number 2. Should I sit on a cushion? Go to Jhāna Vibhanga in that it tells you exactly what to be done. There is no mention of cushion. Meaning, he talks about kusha, grass, where you have to make it to sit, but he says you stand, you walk, make a small place for you to walk, and continuously observe the mind, which comes up with impurities. Okay. And after doing that, take the Silavanta Sutta, because that's what you want. You want to get further into Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhat. So do that. Do what? Now 3-4 hours has gone in this. Let's say 3 hours. So 5 o'clock I sat, stood, walked, whatever, observing the hindrances, looked at the hindrances, removed it. Now the question comes, how do I remove hindrance? What should I do? And that is answered in Satipatthana Sutta under the Dhammanupassana. And also, you need to do as per what Buddha says on Samma Vayama. Akusala, when it comes, remove it. Doubt, when it comes, remove it. By observing the other side of it. What is other side? Suffering comes from what? Suffering comes from two things. One is akusala, one is attachment. So, should you have a doubt on any one of those? It's gone. The check which is the one which you have a doubt. And 99.9% you will have on Michhadikti. Because there are certain things which you will not accept. And one strange thing here, in any traditions I've seen, they don't even talk about it. So, if I go to a retreat, nobody is even going to tell me that you have to work on immoral deeds, let alone anything else. And in that, they don't even tell me how to remove the Michhadikti. Why it works when I go to a retreat is because it's conditioned like that. So you're not talking, which is great. It removes 4 of the 10. And I can't kill, I can't steal, I can't have sexual intercourse, clears of the 3. Abhijja Vyapada, I don't even know what it means in Pali, but as I can see in a retreat, there are people who are supporting, they are volunteering, they're helping me a lot. So I'll drop Abhijja. I can't expect anything more than what they're giving me. That itself is so much. It's natural to get that gratitude. And Vyapada is not there. Why? What is there to get upset? Because I'm watching the body sensation. So it works. Absolutely, it will work. So 9 out of 10 is gone. It doesn't matter whether I have Michhaditthi or not. Because my whole objective is 5 sila. It's fine. It works. That's sufficient to get a Sotapatti Phala. Don't have to work on immoral deeds today. But going forward, I need to. And how to do it? I don't even have any information what should be done. Then I have to come to the sutta to remove it. The last one, that is the 10th one, Michhaditthi. Be careful. That can block you forever. So first you need to do that, come to Silavanta, and now you see in a different way because it's working. How do you know it's working? You will be surprised that you don't have to watch the breath. You are fighting to watch the breath. Now there's no need to watch the breath. It's always there. So it's effortless. First thing. Second, another doubt which I want to cover here is, which I've already covered many times, but some people persist in neither not understanding it, or they don't want to understand it, or they have doubts. I want to help those people. Is Anariya versus Ariya, Jhāna especially. They have misconceptions about Jhāna itself, and then they justify it saying that Buddha did not teach Anariya Jhanas, as though they have done PhD in Anariya Jhana and they have found that it is of no use. And then they talk about Ariya Jhanas, which they don't even know what is Ariya Jhana. So for those people, they can take it with a pinch of salt or pinch of sugar or a pinch of lime, whichever way it goes there. Is that Arya is one who has found liberation from going rounds. And Anarya is one who is searching or who doesn't know how to stop the rounding. In some simple words, is like this. If I take Buddho as the mantra, okay, in breath Buddho, that is there in Thai tradition, basically to teach how to watch the breath. Let's say I'm following that. Buddho, 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 like that. Unless I become a Buddhu, which means one who doesn't know anything. So basically, what it does is that it creates a cycle. Okay. Now, the re is to round, turn around. It is based upon Vattam Vattati. It's there in the sutta. Many people don't see it, what it means. Vatta is whirlpool. Vattati is coming round, the whirlpool. Okay. Vivatta and Samvatta is also used. Vivatta is contraction and Samvatta is expansion. So when the world comes, it contracts, and then it starts expanding. It's there in Brahmajala Sutta. Okay. Now what happens when you start rotating there? You start to take the power. It creates a whirlpool. It's powerful. It creates a person out of nowhere, like me. So now I am in this realm. Realm means in this whirlpool, and slowly I might get into that whirlpool and that place, and people can see rotating. And after a while, it can rotate in some other place. So these are planes of existence. The same whirlpool is now established here, then becomes there. Ittha bhava, anyatha bhava. This is again there, the suttas. Ittha is thisness and anyatha is otherwiseness. So if you don't have here, the consciousness goes there. So basically, till the lifespan is there, circling is there. In that circling, I can let go of or suppress the defilements by adding Buddho continuously. And that is what is called mantra, which means you repeat. Don't allow the mind to get established anywhere. Great. Another mantra I can use, very nice mantra, is Om Mani Padme Hum of the Tibetan. It's a very good mantra. You'll get into all the jhanas. What's a jhana? You will suppress or you will remove these defilements and you go to the higher state of existence. So in this whirlpool effect, it goes there. So now you experience the peace of letting go of the body, which is fifth jhana, akashan chayatana. Okay. So when I'm in akashan chayatana, I feel I have done it, but it's done out of suppression. The moment that mantra is removed, it falls down. Now, Buddha found a way out of this. Is that, yes, you can go there, but you'll come back, which is non-arya. That means you have not understood how to stop coming back, completing the circle. Instead, look at what really it is. It's basically impermanent. That is, as long as this condition matches of this mantra, you'll stay there. As soon as that fades away, this fades away. That's the reason it's called patisamutpadan. This being, this comes to be. So now this being there, Om Mani Padme Hum being there, or some other mantra being there, you reach that state of consciousness. And when the mantra fades away, this also goes. So you have to let go of both then, meaning you have to let go of this mantra because that is the one which is making you go there. So why don't you see it as anicca? And why don't you see it as dukkha? And give it up, anatta. And once that person does that, his Vedana, is given up to upekha, equanimity. That means he's getting a blissed feeling, but not conditioned by Om Mani Padme Hum, not conditioned by any other mantra, including Buddha. It's not that Buddha will not do that. It will do exactly the same thing. So if I am not removing the hindrances before coming into the jhana, then I don't know my hindrances. So what I can do, I can use a mantra to attain the jhanas. And when I come to the neva sanya nasanya ayatana, that is the eighth jhana, something strange happens. What happens? There is an existence where you don't exist at all. It's the most peaceful, tranquil state. But the problem is you can't stay there forever. And as soon as that magnetic effect of that mantra vanishes, it can land back in any existence. That's the problem. So the Buddha's path is about understanding what brings what and what doesn't bring what. So at Sotapanna, you have stopped doing things which the mind will itself would do because it's habituated, something to do with apayas. So you'll not go to the four lower realms because you means the mind will not go to the four lower realms because it's removed from the chitta, parisuddha, cleansed, right? So it's not there. And then you require kamachanda vyapada to be in deva and human. So you remove that. So then you can't come to the womb existence because for womb existence, you need to have some defilement of karma. So the karma defilement is not there. Where's the question of you getting established there? It's not there. Now you have only two choices, rupa, arupa. You can keep on playing with it. and keep on establishing the consciousness there. So wherever the consciousness lands, it makes its home. So you have conquered the unconquered, which means the whirlpool now will not go anywhere else except for where it wants to go. So that sutta, what we are referring, MN 120, if you so wish, you can wish. So now you can create a whirlpool wherever you want. It's not anariya, by the way. It's ariya. But you want to exist, so you can. It's not that you can't exist. You can, but exist in a better place. This place is not good. It's just like, you're staying next to the gutter. Now you find ways and means of getting out of gutter. So do you still would like to stay in the gutter? No. So you get out of it. There's a sutta called Pāyasi Sutta. I think somebody should read that. In that, the same questions are asked, that there is no next world, there is no this one, there's no that one. And the way Sivali answers is beautiful. So you should visit Pāyasi once. Same questions. There's no next world, there's no this one. What's the guarantee? And in that, he asked this question to saying that, would you like to stay next to a gutter? Or the person is not staying in the gutter, will he say that, hey, my dear friend, can I want to come and stay with you? No, he will not. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't like to do that. Why will he? He asked this question, has anybody come from heaven to tell me how is heaven? On the same token, if you're gone to a place which is serene and you own that property, will you like to come and stay in a place where it is overcrowded, cramped, filled with filth, gutter, where dogs and all kind of animals reside, including rodents, and stinks all the time? Pus and urine and feces flow around, and that the grass grows and the plant grows, and you have to pick up that very thing to eat it. Would you want to do that just to satisfy your friend? He's there, and he's not believing that you have reached there. Would you like to stay with him, or do you like to leave him? If I were you, I would leave him rather than making my life miserable. So for those people who don't want to enter into jhanas, what Buddha is saying here is like those who would like to stay in the gutter and expect you to be in the gutter, which I think you shouldn't, unless you would love to have a gutter life. Maybe some people might be that, oh, for my friend's sake, I think I need to. But if you are smart enough, you'll not do it. So that's a practice. So the difference between Buddha Dhamma versus that is, in the Dhamma, he teaches you what's real, yatha bhuta, as it is. So there's no attachment to it. That means you are in jhanas, but you're not attached to jhanas. If you learn through the route of even Buddho, just because it is Buddha, there's attachment. Attachment brings in suffering. As long as that exists, There's no respite from turning around because consciousness always turns around and it makes a circle. Okay, so this is the difference between anariya jhanas and ariya jhanas. Ariya jhanas will cut the existence, like what Bobby was asking me yesterday, or in that jhana sutta, we can get extinguished in the first jhana itself, which is true because you're doing 5 khandas and you're seeing each khanda as aniccato, dukkhato, rogato, sallato, like that, right? You're doing that. So it doesn't get attached. You are in the jhanas, but you're not attached. Some people believe they should not take Hindu mantras. This is another crazy thing. And they should take Buddha or even Iti Piso Bhagava. That's an attachment. Still an attachment. It's no less than an attachment. So don't think you have escaped it. Just because you left the Hindu mantra system and you adopted a new one, it's not going to do the circling around. It does circle. Some people believe they should sit in a particular vihara and do it, like Bodh Gaya. That's still an attachment, 100%. Some people believe they have to go to Sarnath and meditate. Same. No difference between Buddha and that one. It's the same. Anything that you get attached to is not Buddha Dhamma. Period. Where does it say? Look at Rata Vinita Sutta. Is of Chitta Visuddhi? No. It's of Sila Visuddhi? No. Like that is 7 of them. Only God save those who let go of everything. Otherwise, you're caught up in the web, irrespective of what you believe. So it's not about conversion from one religion to another, one tradition to another. Like I was Burmese tradition, now I'm Thai tradition. What does that mean? In terms of Dhamma, what does that mean? Nothing. No, I was following the Thai tradition, now I follow the Thero of the Sri Lankan. Doesn't matter, it's still a doubt. You change from Burmese to Thai to Sri Lankan because you had a doubt. Simple. You didn't have anything to do with what should be taken from the Dhamma. So, if I were that person, I've already made whirlpool. I'm whirling around. So, what will happen? The consciousness comes back. So, few days I skip Burmese, a few months, and then slowly I come back to Burmese because I didn't get anything in Sri Lankan, so I again come back to Burmese. Then from Burmese, I again go to Thai. From Thai to again Burmese, and Burmese, Thai, then this like that, and Vietnamese, then Cambodian, then this, then that, and then I'm tired. So Akash asked one question, what is significance or whatever is put there on Om Mani Padme Hum? No, that's Avalokiteshvara mantra. I don't think so. You know anything about the Tibetan? I think it's not a right time to bring in here, and as it is so confusing and so getting doubt. So we'll take it sometime later.
No, sir.
It is not a right time because, especially when we are saying that you have to remove Visikicha, adding another few more dots to it, it's not good. But please remember, any mantra exactly does what an anariya would do it, irrespective it is Buddhist or not. you come back. Okay, so if you want to cut, you have to cut from the root. And the first thing you really have to cut is the statue of the Buddha. If you really say you should do that. Why? Yo mam passati, so dhammam passati. And what's the Dhamma? Yam kinchi samudaya dhammam, sabbam tam nirodha dhammam. If there is an arising of anything, any Dhamma, sabbam tam, everything under that gets into nirodha. So if I call something as a Buddha, as a statue, even as symbolic, I should first cut that. If somebody says, Vilas, let's go to Bodh Gaya, I should cut it. Not that going there. Going there has no problem because there are no Bodh Gaya in the first place. So I am relieved. But if I am excited of going to Bodh Gaya, no respite. I was going to temple earlier, no difference than going to Bodh Gaya. They both are the same. Why? Nimitta. Any nimitta will bring in samsara. So I can't. So if I just say, I don't want to follow Anariya, I will follow Ariya because Buddha says so. No. What does Buddha say? Remove the sign. So how do you define Nibbana? For those people who are thinking that I'm following Buddha because of Anariya. He's not, he's removing Anariya, right? So what's the first thing? The first thing is no symbol. Animitta, appanihita, shunyata equals Nibbana. If you're having a symbol, raga will follow. Can't skip it. And when the raga follows, you can be 100% guaranteed moha is there. So basically, I start running towards Bodh Gaya, thinking that that is where Buddha is. And that's danger. It's circling. Aren't you circling? Or am I not circling? Every year, I'll take 2 visits to Bodh Gaya. Isn't that Vattam Vattati? What else is Vattam Vattati? You're circling. I'm circling. And I'm saying I'm such a devoted, ardent person of Buddha. Is he counting how many likes he has on Facebook? No. And the middle one is the most important. Appanihita, desirelessness. If I'm visiting Bodh Gaya with desire to sit under the Bodhi tree and collect those leaves which fall from this tree, when 20,000 leaves can be collected in one sweep here next to my house, and I fly to Bodh Gaya to collect 1 or 2 of those leaves and put it in a book and bring it here, make one nice placeholder and keep it. It's the stupidest thing I can do out of the Dhamma because it removes 3 things from there. One, symbolized, you shouldn't symbolize. Animitta. Second, appanihita, desirelessness. Third was shunyata, empty. Only when these 3 conditions are met, Raga, Dvesha, Moha are not there. And that state is Nibbana. So the question shouldn't come, should I visit Bodh Gaya or not? The question should be, is there a Buddha in Bodh Gaya? The answer should be always Buddha is in Dhamma. Yo mam pasati, so dhammam pasati. Vakali Sutta. Please memorize it. If you think there is a shunyagara, you have made a nimitta. That means your indriya samvara is broken. If you want to sit in shunyagara, what's the difference between this shunyagara and that shunyagara? And there is a competition to enter into shunyagara. That's even more stupidity than anything else. And people book it, pre-book it. What an attachment. Even though Buddha says, like I was talking to Dr. Madhukar Wag when he was here, he wanted to sit in Shunyagara. We were supposed to drive 52 kilometers from Bangalore to go and sit in a Shunyagara when he was sitting here, which was a Shunyagara. Just this wall, behind this wall, is Shunyagara. He's going, he wants to go there. And I asked him, what's the purpose of going to Shunyagara? Anyway, it's not that you shouldn't go there, but there is no Shunyagara at all. It's still a symbol. Come on. You're following exactly what Buddha wants you not to do. It's to create sign. Nimitta gahi hoti, nana vyanjana gahi hoti. When I create a Shunyagara, I'm going to say, which tradition does it belong to? So, nana vyanjana grahi hoti. Now, papancha gets formed. Proliferation. Now you proliferate. Then you go to Rukkamula. And then you say, I'm sitting under a Bodhi tree, Anuradhapura. Because that's the place, right? That's where Ashoka sent his daughter, Sangamitra. So and they have built it in gold. If you go there, the Bodhi tree, they have, because it's bending, they have put it in gold. Gold rods hold on to it. So much of symbolization. Can they cut it? No. Even though it says animitta, apanihita, shunyata, I will say nimitta, panihita, ashunyata. That's what I'm doing. And I proclaim that I'm following the Arya Magga. Is such a false statement. Not true in letter or in spirit. And I'm so associated with Buddha. And I call him as a savior. But actually, Buddha says, appamadena sampadeta. Because even I can't take care of you. Attahi, attano, nato, koi, nato, parosia. I will go against that and say, tumhi nato. You are my natha. What a stupid thing. That's Arya. That's it. If anybody has questions. So you need to do all of this before coming into the 5 into 11 ways of seeing Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhar, Vinyana. You should do all of this. So that's the reason I said you takes more than 3-4 hours of everyday rigorous cleaning to end the clinging, this clinging, right? Upadana. That upadana is for bodhgaya. It fixes it. So tanha starts there. Isn't it craving? It's there. Nandi Raga is there, it's there. Why not it's there? It's there. It might not be for the movie, fine. But it's still there for bodhgaya. Why not? Some vihara, if I see, oh, vihara, why? What's the difference between church, vihara, mosque, and a temple? What's the difference? They all do the same. Yes, Harry.
Yeah, I think today I understand much better why these different religions do what they do. Like they keep on repeating Allah, or they circle around those places like Mecca, and all trying to create that energy so they can get into these higher states, but they fall down.
Yes, yes, Harry. That's what it is. So if I am doing a sort of comparison between mosque, I don't like, church, I don't like. I used to visit temples, but I've given up. But now I'm a Buddhist. So I go to the monastery and pretend to exactly follow the norms, is as crazy as I was as a Christian, or as I was a Hindu, or I was a Muslim. It makes no difference. Absolutely no difference. It's circling. That's it. Doesn't matter what I'm circling with. In Bodhgaya, the circle, the Bodhi tree. Right? We've seen it. The circle. In a temple, they circle the deity. In a church, they circle the cross. In a mosque, 5 times namaz, they circle. What's the difference? So it's my preference, which is Ariya, no, Anariya way of seeing it, that this is bad and that is good. I've come to Buddha Dhamma, it's very good. No, it's still circling. So you should get going on everything and do the Niramisa. So we have in Samisa. Samisa means mixed with sensual. Niramisa is non-sensual. Then the actual fun begins in Niramisa Itara, when it becomes Animitta, Apanihita, Shunyata. Then the journey ends. Another easy example. If I wish to see Shenial again all the time, it's Anariya. Why? There's a nimitta, Shenial. There's a desire. And there's no shunyata. My mind is filled with what? Shenial. And I start remembering all my good time I spent with my friend Bobby, then Shenial, then the house and this and that. So the mind is clogged with Australia. Now, when I come to the US, I stay with all of you, then my mind filled with all of these. So is there a shunyata? No. Is there a no desire? There is desire. And that means, have I removed the nimitta? No. In fact, I've added more nimitta than previously. When I land in New York, nimitta of New York. Is there a desire? Yes, absolutely there's a desire. Then is there a shunyata? No, it's filled up. Does that mean shouldn't I land in New York? You should land not in the mind. It's called New York, fine, it's fine. There's a Statue of Liberty, okay, let it be. And then we go to Niagara, let's say, call whatever you want to call, it doesn't matter. Just go there, come back. It's just like going to the washroom. It doesn't matter where you go. Just go relieve yourself and come back. Why you should make it such a big deal? That becomes animitta. Not that we shouldn't go. We should go. We shouldn't dampen. We should go. But no attachment. Nothing. So when I take my flight from New York or wherever to Dallas, forget all about that. Remove the nimitta. The other two goes away. Then I stay with, let's say, Amar for the next few weeks. And when I'm taking flight from Dallas to San Francisco, cut. And be with all of you. Then I'm taking flight from San Francisco, cut it. That's it. End of suffering. So there's no circling back. Meaning, now you know what's going to happen. In every flight, I'm going to go back to my good old days in New York and New Jersey or wherever we are going. And even when I landed in Dallas, I'm thinking about the time I spent with Avanti and all these people, and then it's so nice and this and that. Then with Amar, I get caught up. So then after that, when I'm saying goodbye to Amar, feel very saddened that I'm leaving Amar. And then I'm going to San Francisco. I forget all about Amar and Avanti and all these people, and I'm with you and Chirag and etc. So then when I'm leaving San Francisco, it's really problematic to me because US trip is completely gone. And I'm yearning to be back in the US because now that's what consciousness does. It turns back. And that is circling. Anarya. That means I can't cut it. I don't know how to cut it. I'm just going in circles. So for that, cut it. Then I come to jhanas, which we will do tomorrow with this. How to enter first jhana. Savitaka savichara means what should be taken. How the piti comes, how the sukha comes, how the ekagata comes. And then the 4 arupa jhanas. And then how to attain nirodha samapatti and know that you have attained it. And then the next step. Fine. Good. Good for now. Any questions? Otherwise, we are good to close.
Sir, one quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You. Okay. One quick thing, sir. At the end of the day, mind goes back and revises everything that, not everything, it's just bits and pieces of what happens during the day. Should I cut it off? Like just look at it and it goes away? Or
just watch it like a movie. Don't hold on to it. In fact, that's what Buddha says. Charana nama chitta. Please watch your mind. You are the mind and you please watch it and you know what to do. They all come and go, arising, staying, ceasing. Arising, staying, ceasing. It seems like staying. It doesn't stay, it goes. Like, you know what? When the flight booking was done, I think it was late January or early February. Now we are already in March. We're ending March. All those are gone. The days are gone. Now April will go away. Slowly May will go away. Then the June goes away. Then July goes away. August goes away. Come September. And I'm here. And the day 1 goes away. Day 10 goes away. And that's gone. And then I'm saying goodbye to you. And I'm flying to Dallas. And then again, goodbye Dallas. And then Go to San Francisco and goodbye San Francisco, come back to Bangalore. Now the mind every moment goes back and circles. Watch the circling, it cuts. So if you are watching the mind, it lets go of circling. And that's all I need to do.
Yeah. When I don't have much of a content, when mind doesn't have too much going on, it repeats exact same thing again and again and again. It just circles on. And then I'm like, what? I mean, I got it now, but it still goes on repeating exact same thing.
Yeah, that is how we are configured or we are conditioned it to be. It goes in circles. Consciousness goes in circles. There's a reason called Vattam Vattati, circling. It's there in Brahmajala Sutta, by the way. See, the whole universe is like that. It circles around. So what can you do? The day circles with night and the night circles with day. Can you do anything about it? So that every arising has a ceasing and every ceasing has an arising. So in fact, there's one sutta, Kachayana Gutta Sutta, where Buddha says, why people fight? I don't understand Kachayana. If somebody were to see ceasing, they will not hold on to arising. And if they were to see the arising, they will not hold on to ceasing. But Kachayana, the world is split into two parts. One, they can't see arising and they always look at ceasing. And two, they don't look at the ceasing and they hold on to arising. What it means? Birthdays are arising. You don't see the ceasing. Happy birthday to you. It is actually happy death day to you. Happy death day, my dear son. Happy death day to you. Because that age is gone. Right? It's aged. But what do we do? Happy birthday to you. Because that's fixed. Sanya. So, Nimitta says that I am celebrating a birthday. It's actually death day. 1 year means, the child age is 1 year means it lost 1 year of its existence, which can never be brought back to life. But who cares? The parents are so excited to have the first year birthday of their only child and they call everyone, gifting this one, that one. In fact, they should have been soka, sorrow, parideva, lamentation. Why? Because 1 year of my son is gone. They don't see the ceasing. There are people who only see the ceasing. They see world is depressing. Nothing is working out for them. So they curse everything that's happening in their life. They don't see there's something arising also. There's some good things coming, but they only see the bad things, the negative things in their life. And they keep on cursing themselves, cursing others, suicidal tendencies, and all of that because they are ceasing. They don't see arising. It's always middle path. There is arising and ceasing. Because every sunrise has a sunset. You can't skip it. But if there is a sunset, there's going to be a sunrise again. It's going to be again. It's circling. Wait, it's circling. In the same way we are circling. So if you want to celebrate my birthday while I'm there, you could do so. It's not my birthday in that month, but actually it is death day, whenever it arrives. Why? That many is lost. It's gone. Gone and gone forever. And the new one is coming. Yes, it goes. And the new one comes. It goes. So I would, best thing, looking at this, I'll first do animitta, no symbolization. Doesn't matter now. I've seen both the arising and ceasing. Birthday is a symbol. Death day is a symbol. If there's a birth, there's a death. There's no birth, there's no death. Desire to be reborn. Why should I be reborn? There's something. I didn't get all that in my life, so. Shunyata. The mind is empty of its content. Free. Because I'm in Nibbana. There's no raga dvesha there. That's it. That's the end of existence. Done what has to be done in this life itself. Right? Earlier, 6 months ago, every day Shane used to log in. Now he's done with his deal. So he may not come. That's fine, because he's dead and gone. Like that, many people came, many people left. If I keep on holding on to them. Now we have Ashwin here. I don't know how long he's going to stay.
Yeah, I have a meeting.
Huh?
I have a meeting. I am meeting.
Yeah, he's having a meeting. He's going to run away now. Okay, so that's all what we have for today. So we'll meet tomorrow. So always animitta panita shunyata. That's it. That's Arya Magga. Have a good night and good day, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.